Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Shelja. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are gonna talk about the Shatter Me series. It's the most anticipated read of mine in 2026 because I was having a major FOMO because I haven't read it till now and people are feral about it. So I was really excited to read it and I picked it up last July and now I am ready to review it for you all. What happens when a psychopath who is locked in an asylum for 264 days meets the apparently reason for her for her imprisonment or whatever you say? What happens? We found out this in the Shatter Me series, and it is huge. It's huge, but I read it like in 1 week or so, and trust me in this, it's not a small deal to read these many, to be precise, 9 books in a week and few days, whatever. I don't exactly remember how much time I took, but once I started reading it, I binged read it. So let me talk about it. And please watch this video if you have already read these and you only want me to give my opinions and chit chat about it, because I might give some spoilers while talking about it because I get excited and then nothing can stop me from spilling the tea, whatever. So let me tell you the structure of this video. We are going to talk about each and once I finish the book. So if I miss something or some pointers, I will try to pin it out in the comment section because I don't want any points to be missed out. So well, let's start. And if you think I'm not spoiling, it's because I'm very serious about this video, okay? Let's start. Okay, I'll not brain rot you anymore. So let's start with the first book, the Shatter Me book. Obviously, I changed the position of my mic because it becomes more handy like this. So 2.5 stars. It was not so much interesting or something. It was okay. First book is not so promising. So if you are reading it and you decide to backtrack from the spot you are on after reading the first book, you are leaving the diamonds ahead. If you have ever played Minecraft, then you can understand. Once you stop mining in between, you will have this FOMO that you are missing out few more diamonds ahead, and that what happens when you read Shatter Me. And that was the fact that pushed me to read further. So Shatter Me is book 1. It starts with Juliet locked in an asylum. So in this book, we don't know why she is locked. We just know that she has done something very crazy, murdered someone or something, and she is just locked in an asylum and she's tortured and she's locked for almost a year to 64 days. And that's really crazy because being locked all alone in like a mad space, in a small closet type of space, and you have no one to talk to is kinda, exhausting, and it's obviously exhausting. So it starts like this. Let me tell you, there's a page in this in which Juliet is saying at least 100 times that I am not insane, and it made me insane because I was listening to the audiobook and I had to listen that I'm not insane for almost 100 times, and it was like sen. After being locked for such a long time in solitude, she meets Adam on a very random day, and it was very surprising because no one came to visit her for such a long time, and she was just locked all by herself, and she was alone. And out of sudden, she was given a person to talk to. It was really strange, but she was like, whether they're going to murder me or something, and that was all. So our first love interest in this is Adam. If you have followed me on Instagram, I told this there also. I thought he was a genuine guy, and I felt bad for Adam because she was together with Adam and she was thinking, not so good things about Aaron at the same time. I felt bad for that boy. But everything vanished. So Warner comes here. So it turns out that Adam was given a task to go there to Juliet and pretend to be like something, and it turns out that Juliet remembers Adam because they once went to school together. And I really thought that he was the main MMC, if you know. And after that, things changed. Juliet firstly thought that Warner was evil and everything was there. So, re-establishment. I'm going off topic, but also I'm not able to digest everything properly. And what is this? Whatever I'm speaking, just listen to it and you will understand. So, re-establishment is the government which took over the world after they managed to fool everybody that the world is falling apart, the trees are falling apart, everything is like going into hell, the sea is drying up, the species, everything, the animals are being extinct and they are disappearing. Like, I don't know how they convinced him. I actually know, but oh, so sorry. This all happened. At last, she finds a rebel group. First of all, she ran away with Adam after being placed with Aaron for some time, and then she ran away with Adam, and then they stumbled upon the Omega Point with Kenji, of course. I love Kenji more than Aaron, and don't just come and attack me for this, but I think that he is far better than anyone, any sane person in this whole series. I love Kenji. He was the comic relief as well as the boat that kept me sailing through this whole series. And I just like him. They went to Omega Point and she starts learning whatever. I don't want to like give a summary, but it happens. She at last gets a suit which helps us to stop the lethal touch, whatever she does. And then the book ended. I expected more from this, but at last, after all the struggle, what we got was a suit. And that was really disappointing. And let me tell you, if I had to read this once it was publishing and only the first book had came out, would never go and read the second book. But I know it's all worthy because of the book talk and how much they are loving it. So I gave it a try. And then I went to second book. Oh, my mouth is aching because whatever speaking and shit I'm chewing. And then before the second book, we have to read a novella. And the novella was Destroy Me. It was Warner's POV after Juliet betrayed him basically and left with Adam and whatever he was facing. This was emotionally wrecking. He counted 4,700 something times. He heard Juliet counting for 4,700 something times for 5 hours just to listen her voice, and that's so, I don't have words to describe it, but it's so yearning peak. Here's a line which says, that girl would know exactly how to shatter me. Yes, Wanda, she does know. And even though she hates me, I can't help but be fascinated by her. I'm enchanted by her pretend innocence, jealous even of the power she wields. This is Warner. What a beautiful disaster. This is all how he describes Juliet, and it's, oh my god. Oh my god. This is young adult and it has zero to no spice, a little spice in Ignite Me, and a decent amount of spice in Believe Me. Nothing except that. 4,572 times I watched her count. It took 5 hours. Destroy Me told us how the chief commander and regent of Sector 45 were tortured and is still being tortured by his cruel father Paris Anderson, and how he had a traumatic childhood. And this was the point I knew that the series had potential. And after that we have our second book, Unravel Me. So Unravel Me was very boring, like like the majority, half of the book, whatever, hey, half of the book was really boring. It was all about Omega Point and Juliet Juliet, Omega Point and Juliet, and after my bones ignite, Warner is here. This dialogue said something else. And after this dialogue, this book escalated and I started loving Warner. Warner? This book is a 3.5 stars from my side, and I loved Warner in this book. The liking itself started in Unravel Me. I don't have words to describe it. And in this book, his tattoos were revealed. One word typed into the very center of his upper back in ink: Ignite. I give nothing, I take everything. I have never read about something breathtaking as this. And one more thing, one more iconic dialogue that I loved. You sick piece of shit, Adam said. Such unfortunate language. Who cannot express themselves intelligently would resort to such crude substitutions in vocabulary. Is it because I intimidate you, Kent? Am I making you nervous? You seem to be struggling to hold yourself together. And there was one scene that infuriated me to my core. That was, I don't want you to call me Warner anymore. I opened my eyes. I want you to know me. I want it to be different now. I want you to call me Aaron. And that stupid Juliet succeeds and says Adam. And at this point, I was like, stop it, shut up. How my friend, the book ended. And at last, I think the Juliet was shot and Warner rescued her. And like that, the book ended. And now, my friend, we will reread Unite Me novella and we will read and then I read Fracture Me, and this is Adam's POV, and this was the starting of my hatred towards Adam. He abandoned her, not knowing whether she is dead or she's alive. He abandoned Juliet, and after saying that she was everything to him, he just abandoned her. Can you believe? And my friend, this is the starting of Adam being selfish. It gets worse. After this comes my favorite book of the series, that is Ignite Me. Lift your hips for me, my love, says Aaron. The funniest dialogue in this is, liar, liar, pants on fire. And I have to tell you, Adam Kent was so infuriating in this. He spewed so much poison on Juliet. I was like, stop it, my brothers, please stop it. That was enough. He literally said she better be dead. Why did she return? And with Warner. And he literally told Juliet to get out of his house when he knew that she might be dead. Juliet became stronger and stronger by every book. She became invincible. I read Restore Me, and we got the plot of the century. I wasn't expecting that Warner and Ella knew each other since they were child, and the re-establishment kept washing off their memories, and Aaron fell in love with Juliet every single time in Define Me and Restore Me, and it is so much good, so much. Nazira is introduced, and Kenji's dynamics with Nazira is something else. I love this whole book. Warner speaks 7 languages and he is highly capable, and all of this made Juliet, she was like, how can I be supreme commander? I'm worthy enough to be. I am not even trained for this. I don't even know 7 languages. You speak 7 languages. He speaks Arabic, for God's sake, and Juliet doesn't know anything, and this all made her very insecure of herself, very doubtful of herself. But Warner helped her overcoming all this, and Juliet was like all time that Warner is keeping secrets from her, and she doesn't like the fact that he is keeping secrets from her, and she was like all bonkers about it. She fought with Warner also multiple times, and this is when, and she also shaved her head, and Warner was like, she is the most beautiful thing I have ever seen, that I have ever seen. She is my love, and if anybody if yearning was a person, I'm sure on top of my lungs, sure that it will be Warner. One of Aaron's exes said this. Lena, nice to finally meet Warner's girlfriend. Oh wait, I'm sorry, I mean ex-girlfriend. Juliet broke up with Warner. And then our girl Juliet replied, you can call me the Supreme Commander of North America. I have annotated this and have written, girl. In Restore Me, we met Heather and Nazira, and I love Nazira and Heather, of course. Nazira can fly and has the invisibility power like Kenji, and oh my god, she is a baddie, an actual baddie. She looks so good in my imagination. She is feral, she is powerful, she is a fighter, she is intelligent, like disgustingly intelligent, and I love this about her. And she, oh my god, I love that woman. And also, I get it why Kenji is all over her. She exactly deserves each and every bit of attention Kenji gives her and more. She is the diva itself, herself. And then I read Shadow Me was Kenji's point of view, and I imagined it to be a comic relief book. But what happened was Kenji's sad, undiscovered, and gloomy side was displayed in Shadow Me, and I was so sad after reading everything he suffered from, everything he's still suffering from. Meanwhile, in all this chaos, Adam traded himself in exchange of James' safety to Paris Anderson. Kenji and Nazira went in Reveal Me to rescue. Oh my god, if I'm mixing the information, please forgive me. But they both went and rescued Aaron and Juliet, and they both came, and this all happened. And I am mixing the information, but this book was wholly gloomy, if you know. And then comes the last book, that is Ignite Me. And in this book, Aaron was feral. Actually, feral. He murdered 10 people with a freaking machete. And that's crazy. And he was so dangerous in this book. He was Warner and Warner. If you know, you know. And Kenji is so good. I tell you, he was like on the tail with Warner everywhere. And they went and rescued Juliet from the grasp of Paris Anderson and Ibrahim. He's also Supreme Commander of Asia. And they rescued and Kenji and Juliet and Aaron reunited and happily ever after. But we have a novella. It's a whole proposal book. Warner and Juliet got married in this, and this was wholesome. And I have a line in the lines of the century. Warner also realized that he needs Kenji more than anything, despite of being annoyed by him. He needs him, and he loves him. Wait, I'm finding it. It's so difficult to find. Oh my god, yeah, I got. You know, this Kenji says, I have tried. I really have. But I just don't know what she sees in you. She's like sunshine, and you're a dark cloud, violent rain cloud. Sun and rain don't. Kenji cuts himself off, blinking. I walk away before realization hits him. Nothing is worth listening to him finish that sentence. Oh my god, he says, his voice carrying. Oh my god, I pick up speed. Hey, don't walk away from me when I'm about to say something awesome. Don't you dare say it. I'm going to say it, man. I have to say it. I was wrong, he says. Sun and rain make a rainbow. I want to throw up now. Really, actual vomit. You disgust me. Kenji and Warner are so wholesome together. I just love them. Now, a quick review of everything, all the 9 books. I want to review it right now. Everything in book was exceptionally good. It's dystopian. It's perfect. It's incredible. If This book made me, I genuinely love this book. In short, that was it for the video. Subscribe for more, subscribe कर लेना. My throat is paining. I have been speaking since so long. अब मैं बोल भी नहीं पा रही हूँ, ऐसा हो गया है. बस bye bye.